helps is that you're the older brother that can be, like, for example, that the cloud that can basically protect these and say, you know what, I'll do it then. I'll help him out. Like, for example, there's certain things I used to do back in the day where, like, I'll write an email, I want to do something, but my brother will come and be that cloud for me and say, let me stay here, let me help you out. Or even for me, like, my younger brothers take them training or take them this place or buy them clothes that my parents wouldn't want to buy them. So I'll be that. So it's weird, as the older brother, then you become that.
That's what it became. Like, when my sister wanted to go to drama school, it's like didn't want to, I think she had said to my mom she's going to take a break, a year break out from college to go into uni. But it's like, okay, so what are you going to do then, sort of thing? And then, well, obviously the drama school bill came with a bill, like a relatively big bill, because they don't want everyone to just walk into drama school.
Yeah, of course, you got to pay.
When I helped her support paying that sort of thing, and then obviously she landed her job, it's like, oh, like, this is brilliant sort of thing. But I don't know, I actually genuinely don't know if she actually ever asked them for it and they said no. But it's like, she didn't maybe feel she could ask you for it.
Feel comfortable with asking, yeah, because she probably knew the answer.
Yeah, so she came to myself and my brother, and we supported him on his music journey and as well. And it's like, I've always felt like I'm the dad of the, like, I always say that my siblings are like my first kids. They're literally like my first kids before, because it's like, I know there was a period there you're all just kind of, unfortunately, like, living in fear a bit of like, you know, you're like,
what's mom and dad gonna say?
Yeah, what they gonna say, or you know, what they gonna do if I do this, or whatever the case is. So yeah, it's difficult, but now you get it somewhat. You know, you understand like the risks attached with coming from somewhere else and making sure you do things right. You know,
absolutely. I've always said my older brother is like my second dad. For sure. Yeah. Second dad for sure. Like, and it's even weird when I tell you I've got an older brother. People are like, you got an older brother? I can't believe it. Like, you know, like, you're the oldest. Like, I was telling Laps, and it's like, you know, you're the oldest. And I'm like, bro, because I've learned from him, and I'm just passing it down to my little brothers.
Yeah, because you behave in a mature way that people will give off that. This is the oldest of his siblings, sort of thing.
Do you feel like you need to heal from your father's, not say wrongdoings, but the stuff that your father's done?
Heal might be a bit strong in my case.
That's like really like, god damn.
Yeah, I think he was tough, but he was never like overly unfair. I wouldn't say, apart from, like I said, not letting me just go to, you know, there's one-off instances here and there, but like now, like I say, you can understand the rationale and all of that kind of stuff behind it. I think it's if anything I do need to heal from, it's being that kind of pragmatic person. Yeah. Maybe being a bit more of an optimistic person, and you know, okay, right, let's try this, let's take risks and all of that kind of stuff. My dad is probably someone that, although he was very good with money, he probably wasn't as career driven as he should have been, because he's probably thinking, well, I've got a nice little setup here at work. I don't need to do too much. I get my X pay, whatever that is, every month, and I can manage my family, do business, you know, set up homes and our house back in Nigeria, whatever the case is. And, you know, sometimes when you're jumping around job to job, that might come with risk that, you know, if you get made redundant over there, then you have to start again, or whatever the case is. So I think, to be honest, is one of the major wounds is like just being a bit more out there. Don't think so much, take action. But yeah, be optimistic. Don't always like ask, if someone tells you something's going to happen or the opportunity of this has come up, don't be negative, and, you know, oh, but how? And ask questions, and ask questions, of course, to be sure, but, you know, don't be scared almost. Like, take the opportunity. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I need to heal from, man. I think within time I healed from it. Like, if it was a thing where, like, when I wasn't allowed to play football, I tried to move on to the next thing. Just find the next thing to do.
You didn't hold a grudge or anything?
No, because what happened after was so quick. And it like, for example, when I did the football thing, like, I was left with going to a college in West London, And in the college, like I went there and I picked these subjects, and after I was like, I actually don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I'm not really that. It's gonna sound crazy, but hear these words carefully. I'm not really that I don't think that intellectually all the time like that about government and politics and all this economics. I'm not that I'm stupid, but it's not my bag.
Yeah.
So when I went to this career advisor, he's like to me, "Oh, what do you like doing?" I was like, "Internet. I like going on the internet. I like watching TV, like playing PlayStation. Go study media then." So like that it was so quick that the football thing just left my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. With that being the new thing I want to work on, I'm sure I can combine film or media studies and football together. And that's why I made this YouTube channel called Scout, where I was filming people in my area and other people just to create like a portfolio for them.
Yeah.
And after they'll go around and play football and whatnot, and just try and get them scouted, try and get them on these clubs' maps and stuff. So I remember we had talks with like Arsenal, Crystal Palace was one of them, and some other team as well. And our camera broke, and we're fucked. we were done. We were done. So I remember it was me and my Wale that was doing it. Then from there, like obviously filming up came up, and I just always tried to include football back in my career, like football back in what I'm doing. So that's when we came up with Beatties and kind of spearheaded that, and Beatties turned out to be what it is, and that was great. And the next thing I was like, I'm done with football now. Wrestling's wrestling's so it's like I've always tried to include what I love into film, and there was even before wrestling, me and Ria was doing like a flipping food blog.
I swear.
It was gonna be a food blog, bro. We was gonna go around to all these places, try food, and rate it out of 10. Basically, like Keith Fleeting.
Yeah.
The thing's there. We even have the logo and everything there, bro. It's called Food Diaries. That was gonna call it Food Diaries and stuff. And obviously, we didn't push through that because obviously we had other stuff planning on and that. But yeah, it's just it happened so fast that I was able to heal fast. Yeah, and I was like, maybe this is what God wants me to do. Maybe this is my purpose to work in media and work in film and create cool stuff. So. And hopefully one day my little brothers can lift the cup for us. So
yeah. So it's still in your family, innit?
Yeah.
Like, football is still in your family.
Yeah.
It's not yourself, but you still kind of got that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things where is there any traits that you wouldn't want, like your dad had, that you don't want to kind of carry into like your life or your parenting?
I think it's more like, allowing them to do what they want to do, and that's career-wise. So if my son wanted to become, like I was thinking to my missus over there, I was like, what if our two boys become rappers? How do you feel about it? She goes, no. I was like, no, don't say that. Because you never know. They can be one of the greatest rappers ever. They can be better than the Tupac. They can be better than the Kendrick. Can be better than the Drake. Can be better than the Jay-Z. You never know.
Yeah.
Like if we funnel that much energy towards them, they can make us big bucks. They can look after us in the future from music, and they can even go down rapping and somehow end up as a producer. Obviously not on like crazy like we're Kanye West things, but like great beats and stuff. So I think that just allowing them to do what they want to do, if they want to become artists or want to become something else, because I feel like in this day and age with where society is right now, you can make money from anything.
Yeah.
Anything, 100%. Bro. Anything, like as long as you're good at it, as long as you present it well, like as long as the Americans love it. That's what I would say. As long as Americans love it, you're making a buck, bro. So I think it's mainly that. What about you?
Yeah, I wouldn't stop my child from, career-wise. I'm pretty open. Obviously, there are some careers which I would steer them away from, without having to name anything. But yeah, one of I guess things I enjoyed the most at my wedding day, my brother, my best man, done a speech where he was like, the thing he loves about me the most is that you can tell Mekz that I want to be an egg.
And he'll make it to egg.
And Mekz will ask you, do you want to be Tesco egg, Sainsbury's egg, as the egg? Like we're gonna make it happen, basically, and I'm not here to shoot down any dreams. And I think through having dreams being shot down by, our parents that may have come from abroad and didn't necessarily understand the lay of the land. Now we're not living in that age, and we're in very much information's everywhere, Google, ChatGPT, whatever. Yeah. Like, so you could almost do the research to see, is there a viable way of doing X that your child wants to do, and get support and, find all these things out there.